Alright guys, today we're going to be dealing with some trees that are growing that we did not plant. So what happens in the spring, a lot of the seeds fall in the yard from other trees, or the squirrels also bury the seed on the ground, and the next thing you know, we have a pecan tree growing where I don't want a pecan tree to grow. But we have a lot of wires close to my house, city electric lines and telephone poles. You don't want a tree growing right into that because it's just going to cause problems. So there's other ones that are growing right next to the concrete, and what would happen if you let that grow? It's going to tear up the concrete with the roots and all that. So my honeydew is that she noticed this trees growing, which we thought at first they were just plants. They were going to come out with some flowers or something. We realized they're not plants; these are trees. So we're going to have to deal with them so that we don't have these problems, and hopefully we can give away those trees to someone, try to take them out without tearing up the roots. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use to do that with. Now I waited until it rained really hard, and we just had about 2-inch rain last night, so the ground is saturated, soft, easy to take out. Alright, so I'll show you what I'm going to use. Using the knee pads, some small tools here, to the little shovel and the other one to dig, some heavy gloves, something to put in the trees in when I'm through pulling them out. If I need to, I will be using the shovel. There's one with a point so you can dig into the ground easier. Alright, so that's what I'll be using. Let's get started. Here is one that seems to be growing close to the fence. And we have another one growing over here. And I believe this one is a pecan tree. Now here's another one. This one's getting a little bigger, right next to the concrete. Here's another one. This one's getting big. It's right there. Here's another one that's getting pretty big. I need to take this one out. For sure need to take this one out. It's getting big right next to the concrete. Here's another one, another tree growing here. And see, I waited for a while to find out if there were plants that are going to bloom with some flowers. But nope, this is a tree. I'm going to take that one out. Here, right next to my big plant here, I have 2 or 3 little trees growing right underneath there. I need to take those out again, next to the concrete. This one is a pecan tree. Obviously, the squirrel got to this area before I had a chance to stop it. There's another one here, another one there, another one here. I mean, they're coming out everywhere. But I got to stop these ones before they get too big.
Bracing myself, bending my knees, pulling with my legs and my arms. the soil has been saturated for 2 days of rain, so I should be able to pull it. The soil is soft. I gotta dig it. Do you dig? So anyways, I go deep, but not very wide. Being the roots are not going to be very wide throughout the soil. And if it is, it will just cut off the ends of the root. Once it gets pretty far, and I've done most of it, I may be able to now pull it with my arms. But I want to try to get as much of the root as possible. There you go. Swing back and forth. That's it. That's the one. Once I have done that, I can dig any of the pieces that are left with my yard knife. And then when I'm finished pulling all of it, cover it all back up. I put this temporarily in this pot so that I can add more to the same pot as I continue. Now this one is right next to the concrete, using the shovel against the concrete. Yeah, that's the ticket. Now this one is mixed with my other plant, so it's kind of hard to do it without tearing up part of the other plant. So I have to be pretty careful on this one so that I don't kill the other one. Okay, once I get it, again, use my hands and pull it out. And there we have it. I'll go to the next one. Now, this is a pecan tree. This is the one that the squirrel beat me to it. So I have to now take this little tree out. Even though it rained, it had a lot of rocks, so I had to really work at this one to dig it out. This one was pretty easy, didn't have to use anything with my hands. Just grabbed it and pulled it. Long root. Now this other one, I believe it's an oak tree. I'm not sure. But I gotta pull it out too. I don't want an oak tree right in front of my front door. And I dig all the way around until I can pull the whole thing out in one shovel. There we go. Ooh, that's a deep root. This is another one that is next to the concrete. Easy to pull because I use the concrete as leverage. And then I just dig deep and pull it out. There you go. Another long root. The rest of it I can pull by hand. I feel like King Kong in the jungle, just tearing up trees. Now this is my little trees that I accumulated so far, and they all fit in the little planter. And I got one more over here that I'm going to do. I'm not going to bore you with the rest of them. They're pretty much all the same. You got to dig till you get to deep enough and then pull it with your hand. And that's all there is. Thanks for watching.